Hello and welcome to this live broadcast. And today we're going over some milestones in um, starting a business, a profitable business. Our whole principle on this page is to help people convert their ideas into thriving business. So we bring tools, we bring supports, we bring ideas that people can really focus and use to uh, help them through the journey of converting an idea into a thriving business. So today we're going to go through um, milestones that we think an entrepreneur or business owner that's starting up should really think about even before the start of the business itself. So we have, as you all know, we've been talking about clarity. We've been talking about these different stages that you need to go through, the 6 steps that you need to go through to start to convert your idea into a thriving business. And within those, within these steps, there are milestones that really one needs to keep in mind. And today we're just going to go through these milestones. So without further delay, I think we should just press on. So what you have on the screen are the milestones that we think it's important to have. So you have the think stage. So basically, as an ideas person, as a person that has an idea that solves a particular problem, um, we really need to refine the idea based on what we're getting as feedback from our customers. So generally, what happens is we seek clarity. So we're not going to talk about this milestone because I think we have several videos on this channel that talks about um, the milestones. So that talks about this particular milestone. So it's important for us to make sure that we just we have clarity. It's important that we have clarity on some of the issues that we've talked about in the past. And first is obviously the product. You have to have absolute clarity and exactly what your product is. And within that, we have this sort of these are the items that you need to have clarity on. So what the product or service is, what your business model is, um, what problem exactly you're solving, and for whom are you solving the problem, and how you're solving the problem. So all of the steps we've discussed in videos before. But if anybody wants further clarity on any of this thing, you can either leave a message, contact, or ask us to produce further videos. So the other thing that we need to really clear about is or clear on is the sort of customer that we have. Who are the people that we've designed our product or services after we've gotten good clarity on them. So first of all, it's our business, a business to consumer type business or a business to business uh, uh, business. So all I'm doing here really is just quickly going through the clarity because that's not the milestones that I really want to talk about. I'm just saying that this is the first thing that we must do. This is the first milestone. We need to be really clear about all of those things um, before we proceed to the next milestone. So obviously, if you're business to business, you need to know what your core who your core customers are. So in some of the videos that we've done in the past, we have a bell shape distribution of customers. So you have a particular target customer that you really need to you have to be precise on. So the gender, the lifestyle, the income level, great detail that you need to have about your core customer. But that doesn't mean that people that are above that customer in terms of income, in terms of lifestyle, in terms of cannot enjoy your service, but your service is designed and geared towards this particular customers. So that's what we mean by core, and that essentially extends to your niche. And then you then look at so this upscale customer essentially is what we did in the last video when we talk about different customer at different stages of business. So this here is really talking about the type of customer that you need to have so you can have a profitable business. So you have the minimum viable product that goes out to first adopters. And those adopters will hopefully will give you good feedback that will then allow you to prepare your business and service for mainstream customers. So that's what we mean when we talk about upscale customers here. And downscale customers, obviously, it's basically you can then decide to shift this sort of service that you have to either minimum feature, advanced feature, extra or less feature, so people can afford it or access it. So these are things that we basically need to have very good clarity on. The same sort of stuff goes if you're targeting business customers. You need to understand who the core customers are. Owner managed customers, SMEs, large companies, and within those there are different things that you really need to have. You have to have clarity on. What department within an SME, for instance, are you targeting? The decision maker, authority levels in terms of signatory, in terms of approvals, in terms of decision making. So these are areas that you really need to have good clarity on. But as I said earlier, this broadcast is not about the clarity milestone. It is about the systems milestone. So you have very good clarity. You have clarity about the problem you're solving, how you're solving that problem, for whom you're solving the problem. You then the next milestone is really to build a system, or at least to design a system that would deliver the solution to the customers that you are reaching, and to deliver that solution appropriately. Appropriate meaning that as the customer really wants it. So in the system development stage, this is what this broadcast is about. It's really the clarity that you have from the first stage would help you in designing the systems. So there are very many systems that you need to design, because you've gotten a you've decided on a customer profile, and this here, in order for you to be able to really zero in on the type of customer and the customer that you think your service or your product will be useful for, you need to know whether or not you have a potential size that can create good business for you, get good income. It might be small, population might be small at the moment, but it might grow later. So you have to design your system in a way that will graduate from the first adopters to the mainstream customers. That's why the clarity that you need to have initially is important. So some of the things that you need to think about is, so these customers that you have decided are your primary customers. Now, what's the potential size? What's the potential population? And this you can get from different places within online or offline. So you can do a survey, you can do a research, you can go on Facebook, you can go on YouTube, you can do Google search. There are different online platforms that you can really begin to refine the size of the people that are mostly interested in this, and then begin to see what the potential scale of your business is. Frequency of purchase. So it depends on the sort of product and service that you're offering. It is also very important to understand as part of your system building, that you understand what frequency, how frequent people will be engaging with your business, with your product, with your service. This is vital, because this is essentially what we call the growth hypothesis. So if your hypothesis is that your business will grow by customers coming to your business once a month, or twice a month, or 3 times, or 7 times a month, and they only come once a month, then there's something wrong with the service, or there's something wrong with the type of customers you're targeting. So this would allow you to really go back in and zero in on how to make sure that you begin to provide a service for the right for the right type of people. Now, spend is amazingly important. So these are the things that you need to consider in order to design an appropriate business. So if you know the size of the market, if you know